Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Thomas's Reading Room. We had just finished Trip Across the Pond, a personal Vietnam experience. I'm the author, that's me, Thomas K. DuGan, and we did the 26 chapters, and we hope the people that have viewed these and the people to come in the future to be able to view and to read about Vietnam free. We hope you love this that have read it. We hope you like it. We're going to go on further, and we're going to start with another book that was written by me, Through the Eyes, An Adventure Through America, with Susan Howard and I. The car is in front here, and he is a character in the book. I'm sure you're really going to enjoy this. This book is written in present tense. Not very many books written in present tense, only one that I know of, Damon Runyon. And I also refuse to use the word my. So it's the only book in the history of mankind that was written without the word my. I don't know if that was a good thing. But even when we get done reading that, we're going to also go into abstract thought and profound quotation, which is absolute genius. And like a reviewer said, any book that forces you to think is a good book. And that's how he refers to abstract thought. So we have a lot, and then when we get down the road, still I have another book I haven't even published yet, titled Through the Eyes, An Adventure in Nogales, Mexico. That is really a great book, of course. All right, so now we're coming in with this video because we completed the book Trip Across the Pond, and so being a writer, you know, I have a right to an opinion, the same as everyone else has a right to their opinion. However, being a writer, you want to make some friends, but you don't want to make enemies. So nobody will read your work if they don't like you because of your opinion. That's the way it is. So I'm limited on the opinion that I can give you. But out of the experiences that I lived for 1 year in Vietnam, I have something to tell you that should be able to help you. One thing is simply this. Why? Well, the ship, Ironside, from the Civil War, set in the Gulf of Tonkin, for your information. The United States has been invested in Vietnam for a considerable period of time. So has Portugal, and so has France, and so has the Japanese, and the Chinese. And they've tortured these people. They have brutally murdered these people so much that to die is an acceptance. I die today, I don't care. That was one hard point in Vietnam, was for us to care for those people when those people didn't care for themselves. A lot of people thought, well, we're to win the war and take over North Vietnam. Well, I want to tell you, that's a ludicrous statement, outlook, idea, whatever. Because North Vietnam is a sister country to Russia. Now the United States is going to go in and take over North Vietnam and then fight Russia, right? No. Obviously, that's a joke. Okay? So we never had the intentions of taking over North Vietnam. It wasn't a battle for ground. It wasn't a battle for rights. It wasn't a battle to stop communism. It was politics, my friends. It was business, my friends. I saw personally Rich Restaurant, Bank of America, Cooper Tires, Shell Oil Company, Coca-Cola Company, and Lyndon Johnson's wife had an ammunition plant in Saigon. Plus the many other businesses, people making millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. AT&T charging everybody to use the telephone. It was a monstrous business. And Ho Chi Minh was going to kick everybody out, take over. So Johnson tried to stop him. Anyway, I'm going to stop like that as far as any opinion is concerned, and I'm going to tell you now, happily, whatever, McDonald has a hamburger stand in Hanoi at the cost of 49,000 United States soldiers, young men, and plus probably 100 or 150,000 Vietnamese. And plus the Vietnamese that are dying today from those 13 chemicals that was sprayed all over the place. Have a heart for them too, folks. Not just us here in the USA, but for the other people too. The Australians, the New Zealanders, the Philippines. have a heart for them, because they suffered too. The other thing I like to say is, when I was drafted in the service, and I volunteered for Vietnam, they told me we're stopping communism. Communist. And I didn't believe that. I saw no truth in that whatsoever. But I didn't care, because I thought that an event like this wouldn't come by again in my lifetime. And I wanted to get a first-hand pick. I didn't want to get killed. And I wasn't going to put myself in harm's way. But I wanted to see. And I wanted to see for myself. And I wanted to have that experience. I tell you now, I regret it. Because I ruined part of my life. I destroyed part of my life. And I'll never get it back. And the price that I paid, and the disability that I have, is nothing. Nothing. But I want to tell you about this communism thing, if I may, please. They said, God, we're going over there to Vietnam because we're going to stop communism. Ah, communism. Well, you know what? If that's the case, people, now listen, and I want you to really listen, please, and I want you to tell your friends about this video, because very few people ever see these videos here. But I want you to go out and tell everybody, because what I got to say is something that you haven't really listened to from anybody. And it's this. If we were stopping communism, if 49,000 young men, soldiers, were slain in a bastard way on that wall in the park, if we were to stop communism, well then let me give you some information. You voted for a person in 2008, but what you didn't realize was you were voting for other people to be in that White House, to take over. Now I'm going to pass by you here. This person you call Obama, who as far as I'm concerned, his name is Barry Soetoro, and the alias is Obama, has no actual proof that he was in the United States, born in the United States. I don't think he set foot until he went to school in Los Angeles. What, 19 years old? In any event, he is socialist, Marxist, without a doubt. He believes in socialism. Okay. He's in Chicago, Illinois. And Valerie Jarrett, who's considered a slumlord in Chicago with all of her apartments and all the money and all the things she had her fingers in and working for Mayor Daley, is 100% communist. Her husband was 100% communist and of a communist party. Her father was 100% communist and communist of a party. All communist. This person you call Obama, his grandparents in Hawaii are 100% communist. Axelrod, who was a campaign advisor, and now he is some other kind of advisor, not even in the campaign scene, and he is 100% communism. And there's more people that this person, Obama, hired in their jobs that are communist. You voted for them. Valerie Jarrett is a female, and she could never get into the White House as president, and she's smart enough to know that, but she found a sucker. She found a sucker and her lights lit up, and she put that man in the White House, and there she is. And she is this person you call Obama's mentor. And he doesn't do nothing without her consent, with what she says. And this is who you voted for in 2008. Now, folks, I was told we went to Vietnam to stop communism from overtaking the world. The United States of America, National Republic. And if that's true, folks, then those 49,000 people on the wall died and failed. Because what I just told you, the communists are in the White House, and that isn't guesswork. That's confirmed. That's fact. So we lost. We didn't lose the the war? Hell, there was no war. Except in '67, Congress declared Vietnam a Cold War. Oh, how wonderful. How wonderful. The fact is, communism is here. And you give this man, or boy, or whatever he is, but more importantly, you give Valerie Jarrett 4 more years, Axelrod, and those lawyers sitting in Chicago who backed Valerie Jarrett, who put the money up, those communists, they're here. And you vote them in for 4 more years. I'm going to end this, folks. Before I do, I'm going to say, please, tell your friends to look at this video. Please. And God bless you. Dolly's sitting there on the floor. Thank you again.